Your wife may be your miracle if you can see. If all she is to you is your wife, you will get a good meal, you will get love, but there may be a grace upon her. The day you see her as touching that grace, she can pray for you and your heavens will be open. This is the thing about men that men do not know. When I say men, regardless of gender.
Is your wife crazy? Yeah, she is. And guess what? You made her that way. Imagine living with someone you feel chronically disconnected from for years, yet desire to be connected to. Her anger, her irritability, her criticism, all of it is a symptom of a disconnected marriage. Want your wife to change? That's easy. Just change your approach to your relationship. Man to man, your perspective of your wife is the biggest roadblock you will face in healing your marriage. Everything she says you're doing wrong can be a burden or a shortcut to becoming a completely healed man. She sees the things you're doing that you can't see or don't want to see. We defend ourselves because we don't feel capable of changing. Let this video be your green light to fully embrace a healing journey in your marriage.
4 things a wife loves in her husband. I think there's more. I'm just going to say these 4. If you can do them, you'll have a beautiful life, enjoyable one with your spouse in every way. Number 1, the 4 things a wife loves in her husband. They said she loves when he defends her, protects her, and supports her. A wife loves to see that in her husband. Even if she doesn't admit it, she likes it. Number 2, he listens to her. He listens to her emotions, he listens to her words, he listens to her, and he's patient with listening. When you're listening to your wife, throw in another word whenever you get a break to show her that you have been listening. Number 3, she loves the husband to be tender, to give her tender physical touches. Yeah, and he like this, little hug, kiss on the forehead. Number 4, he compliments her and shows her interest. He compliments her and shows her that he's interested in her. The newness goes away after 6 months, 1 year. You guys are going to get a little bit bored of that. No, you got to keep going. You'll renew it. Try other ways. Number 5, makes her feel secure and safe that he will not leave her and look for another woman. This is the biggest fear women have, that their husband's going to betray them.
How a man of God should treat his wife. Lead her. Love her like his own body. Focus on her and no other women. Treat her with gentleness. Never treat her harshly. Praise her. Honor her.
A happy wife gives you a happy life, that's for sure, 100%. So you make sure that your wife, your partner is happy. And by happiness means you have to understand her. When she goes in a mental breakdown or emotional breakdown, you have to be there, not just sit down like, oh, here we go again. No, to show her that, yes, to listen to her, what are her problems. For us men, maybe these problems are probably silly.
Yeah.
Okay, because we don't understand it as men. Like when you tell me your silly problems, I'll be like, Lumi, come on, shut up and be a man.
Yeah, of course.
You know, you shouldn't be treating your wife or your partner like this. You have to understand her. You have to listen to her.
Even if you find the right person, there will still be work to do. You must reprogram your expectation. I am getting in there to work. It's going to take work. And the reason why we are always surprised when things go wrong and we are so disappointed is because subconsciously we expect everything to work perfectly without effort. That's our definition of a good marriage, that automatically you just know how not to talk to me, you just know how not to behave. No, you will train each other. It's going to take intentionality. I mean, look at this text, Ephesians chapter 5 from verse 25. It says, husbands, love your wives just as Christ also loved the church, gave himself for her, that he might sanctify and cleanse her with the washing of water by the word, that he might present her to himself yourself. What a mentality. People who know that they have work to do, people who know that they don't have it figured out, people who will not just automatically expect things to go well. They are really ready to put in the work. So I said all of that to say this: don't run away from work, please.
The biggest mistake you can make as a man is to show a woman that she can live without you. The moment she knows how to go days without you, she loses the very interest of having you around. One thing you need to know about today's generation of women is that they are raised to be independent. Love is all they need.
Every couple listening to this and online, please, this is so important so that you don't drift apart. Both of you must grow together. Personal development. Whether it's in spirituality or in any particular area, both of you must grow together. You must inspire each other. This is important because, you see, if you don't grow together, you're going to automatically create friction. You see, this is the way it's supposed to go. Friendship, you're growing the relationship, right? Because both of us are working on the same level. Now, what happens is that we still want to work together. But he now started seeing that there's a higher level that he can work in. So he's bubbling, he wants to work. But for me, I don't want to, or he's not bringing it to our attention. Now this is what happens then. So we begin to go. All right, so take the first step, climb the stairs, start going up. But I still want to go on this leg. Keep going, keep going. Eventually there will be a strain. Because there is a limit to which I can extend myself. Keep going. So it gets to this place, the relationship is already under strain. Keep going, don't worry, just keep on going. Eventually, when it's trying to pull me and I can't go, what's going to happen is that we'll start drawing apart. It's not the devil that has come between you, it's growth that has come between both of you.
It's painful for a wife to live with a husband that's silent. She can't read your mind. That can become emotionally abusive. When your wife wants to engage, wants to work on things, you have got to work through that with a professional. It could be resentment, it could be bitterness, you could be angry. I don't know. It's not fair to your wife because in a relationship, communication is the glue. Good communication is the glue.
Take a good care of your marriage. As a man, invest into your wife. If you need to do 3 jobs, go ahead. My husband is a correct farmer. He sells fertilizer as a bishop. One day he bought me a car. I said, hey, this is serious. Wait till I went to the market, I bought him a car. When he saw that, he bought me another one. Be a man, be the man in the house. There are things your wife should not do.
If you're a woman and you have to work twice as hard when you're with a man, my dear, get out of there. I believe as a man, you must be a protector, a provider, and a nurturer. You should be someone that makes a woman feel in a highest level of femininity. Because one thing that I understand is this: if you as a man protect, provide, and guide a woman, she will submit to you at the highest level possible, and watch how she helps you transform your life. So if you are a woman and you're watching this and you don't feel at ease around a man, that's the sign that you should listen to your intuition and get out of that situation as soon as possible.
When a woman's fed up, she will stop doing all the things she used to do. She'll no longer go out of her way to make sure you're okay. Not because she's trying to be mean, no, but because she has hit her limit. The extra effort she used to put in, the kind where she always made sure you're gonna be taken care of, that's gonna go away. And she won't sit you down to explain why. After all, she figures you've ignored her for so long, so why bother now? She's gonna become quiet, not paying attention to the things you used to expect from her automatically. Her priorities will change with her own happiness and peace at the top. She won't worry about whether you've eaten or if you're going to be needing something. In doing so, she's going to show you what it's like to really miss her.
You need money to be a husband. You need money. Don't demonize women. I said you need money. Don't look for a woman that will go and cook soup with 200 naira and say a good woman, when you want to marry a good woman, tell her to go and make soup with 200 naira. She'll be able to make soup and buy this. That thing you are saying, I know where it's coming from poverty background. It's poverty mindset. In this economy, in all honesty, will you be glad if they do that with your sister?
One of my advice to men is that improve on your learning skills. Be curious, be a faster learner, and be open to allowing people teach you, no matter who they are, no matter their age. You don't even have to like them to learn from them, but let them teach you. That saves you time, because part of things that reduces your credibility as a man, especially with women, is you making lots of mistakes.
As a husband, your responsibility is to your wife. You took her from her family. You took her from the protection of her parents. She had a wedding. She had a father. And his job was to make sure she stays happy, safe, she's not insulted or humiliated, she's protected from all forms of abuse, physical, emotional, spiritual, all kinds of abuse. That was the father's role. You were supposed to be a shield around her.
There's some opportunity your wife will have, you resign immediately, support her. Your wife is president, become the first husband of the federation. And guess what? Under God's standard, within the confines of the home, she's still submitted. But you support her because that career will help your children. Don't just think about yourself. You have to know the woman you are marrying.
Listen to what I'm saying. It doesn't matter what the mistakes have been, how bad the home has been. You can build again. You can start again. Start loving each other. Speaking words of affirmation, words of strength, words of hope. You can start again. Start by taking each other out. Join hands together in the place of prayer. You can't pray for a person or pray with a person and not love the person. That's why the devil will do everything to fight family altars, that the both of you can kneel down and join hands. It's your wife. Even Og, and value meetings that bring spouses together.
When a woman replaces you with peace and not another man, it's really over, because she realized her worth. She would rather sleep alone than with a man she can't trust or depend on. She's tired of endless attempts and second chances. She's moving on. Her focus is now on personal growth, not finding another man, and she will stay single until she meets someone worthy of her love and time. Imagine having a man who ignores you when you talk to him, especially about how you are feeling. And after you wait a legit 5 minutes in silence for a response after you just poured your heart out, all he can come up with is, "I have nothing to say." Imagine having a man that will sleep like a baby while you cry yourself to sleep, and he blames it on the fact that he has work in the morning. Imagine just wanting your man to love you the way he loved you in the beginning. Now imagine this every day. Fellas, understand this. Eventually she'll reach her limit, tired of waiting for you to become the man she needs. When that day arrives, you'll realize it. It will be the day you experience the same sense of neglect that she felt, and you will understand what it truly means to be ignored.